Hello dear students, today we are going to do the chapter The Necklace by Guy de Maupassant. Maupassant was a French writer. You know, he was the master of short story writer, short stories. Guy de Maupassant was a French writer who wrote short stories, and most of his short stories are quite touching. You know, some of them are quite sentimental. The Necklace is the story of a very ambitious girl, over ambitious, rather you may call it Matilda, Matilda. You know, Matilda was the wife of a clerk. She was the wife of a clerk, but all the time she didn't know. She didn't, she always thought of attending good dinners, going to the good big parties, and she didn't know how to live within her limits. She always thinking of big parties and big dinners. And this was the reason. Suppose, for example, everyone, this very chapter teaches us a lesson that if you don't get a message from the character of Matilda, you will have to suffer like Matilda. Matilda, she never lived in her means, within her capacity, within her limits. She always thought of good parties, big dinners. One day what happens, that is why her husband also wanted to make her happy, but she was never happy. She wanted to take dinners in the silver dishes. One day it so happened that Matilda's husband, Mr. Loisel, Loisel, Mr. Loisel got an invitation from a minister. He got invitation. See, this very, receiving an invitation almost spoiled the life of Matilda and Mr. Loisel. What happens? This was the invitation of a minister. Mr. Loisel took the invitation and handed this invitation card to his wife, Mrs. Loisel, or Matilda, whatever you call. Even then she was not happy. Husband thought that yes, she might have been happy, yes, because this is the party of a minister, but even then she was not happy. She said that yes, now she was having different sets of problem. She said that yes, I am not having the good dress, I am not having the jewelry, nothing to wear that. Now, so far as the dress is concerned, her husband said that yes, recently you got a dress, it was quite nice one. And so far as the jewelry is concerned, husband suggested that yes, you can put on some natural flowers. Natural flowers. What happens? She shrugged her shoulder. She said yes. Even then, she was not at all satisfied. She was making sometimes one kind of pretensions and at times others. At this, Mr. Loisel, her husband, Matilda's husband, asked her that yes, why not she should go to Ma'am Forestier. Ma'am Forestier. She was the friend of Matilda. Matilda went to Ma'am Forestier, asked her if she could borrow her jewelry. Very willingly. Ma'am Forestier said, yes, you can take the jewelry, yes, you come to my house. And she showed her whatever she had. Ma'am Forestier showed her jewelry to Matilda, whatever jewelry she had. You know, she started selecting so many precious jewels were there. You know, she tried most of them. Even then she was not at all happy, she was not satisfied. At last her eye fell on a diamond necklace, D-I-A-M-O-N-D. You know, this, she thought that, yes, she said, can you give me this diamond necklace? My forestier said, yes, yes, you can take it. Now she put on that very diamond necklace, went to the party. You know, to the utter surprise of all the guests, Matilda was a great success. Everyone started looking at her with wide open eyes. Everyone were looking fixedly at Matilda. Now, you know, on her return, now the time of party, when party was over, she returned, and after returning, she reached her home. You know, before taking off, her clothes and all these, you know, putting off her clothes and all these, she wanted to have a final view of herself, of her glory before the mirror. She went to the mirror and she wanted to look herself, whether really she looked very beautiful, very charming, very attractive. To her utter astonishment, she could not find the necklace. She could not find the this necklace. She became frantic. She became surprised. Frantically, she started moving to and fro from this corner to the other. You know, she even started looking into the folds of her clothes. You know, the dress. Even then, she could not. She tried hard. She got tired of searching this necklace, but she could not find. At this, she called her husband, Mr. Louisel. You know, yes, again she said, ask her, yes, have you seen the necklace? He also became bewildered. Mr. Louisel also became bewildered. It was a costly one, it was a diamond necklace. How could he repay it if it is lost? He went on foot everywhere. You know, he started searching for this very necklace, but nowhere the necklace was found. They became very much, they had no other option, what to do, what not to do. They became disturbed, they became, you know, confused after what to do next. Ultimately, what happened, Mr. Louisel suggested that, yes, she should take a week from Ma'am Forestier and ask her that, yes, she will return the necklace, this diamond necklace, after a week. She said all these, whatever suggested by Mr. Louisel. Even then, it was not found. And what happens? At last, they decided, Mr. Louisel and Matilda, they decided, till both wife and husband, they decided to purchase the similar kind of dress, similar kind of necklace. They had found the same kind, they saw somewhere in a jewelry shop the same kind of diamond necklace. You know, it cost 40,000 franc, FRANCS. You know, 40,000 franc was a very big amount for a clerk. For a clerk like Mr. Louisel, it was a very big amount. How could he manage? How could he get it, such a big amount? And you know, but there was no other option. So he started borrowing money from everyone, from all the relatives, from all the friends, and at last 36,000 francs they managed to collect. They managed somehow or the other by borrowing from everyone, from every relatives, every friends. They put, Mr. Louisel put this very 30,000 franc at the counter, and they took the diamond necklace. And what happened? They returned. Both of them, Mr. Matilda returned, either you may call Mr. Louisel and Matilda, both. Matilda returned, she purchased the necklace at 36,000 and returned the necklace to Ma'am Forestier. But Forestier, she thought that yes, she should open. Matilda thought that yes, Ma'am Forestier should open the case of the diamond necklace, but she didn't open it, and she kept it, and she took it and kept it in her chest. After some time, after all, 40,000 francs is a big amount for a clerk, and for that, in order to pay the debt, both of them, wife and husband, they had to work day in, day out, rigorous work. Matilda, she started working as a maid. She started working in the kitchen of some rich people, and so far as the husband is concerned, he also became a bookkeeper. Husband became the bookkeeper. He started taking care of books of big merchants. He became bookkeeper during the day, and at night he did copying work, and that at 5 sous a day. This again, sous is smallest, is a very small, is a coin of very small denomination, and he started working day in, day out in order to pay the debt. At last what happened? Both of them they managed to pay the debt. Ultimately debt was paid. One day it so happened, Ma'am Forestier was traveling. She was walking somewhere, and what happened? Ma'am Forestier, now Matilda thought that yes, she has paid the debt, therefore she should talk to her, and she talked. Now yes, Ma'am Forestier, the voice was quite similar, quite familiar one, and what happened? She got surprised. This familiar voice was quite. Ma'am Forestier had heard it, so she thought that yes, someone is near and dear. At last, what happened? Yes, she said, Ma'am Forestier said that yes, madam, kindly, I do not recognize you. Can you tell me your name? She said, yes, I am Matilda. You don't know? She got nonplussed. Ma'am Forestier got nonplussed, and she said that yes, oh poor Matilda, how you have changed. And now at this, Matilda was also surprised as how singular the life is. Sometimes a small mistake can make or ruin your life. This was the thing that happened, and Matilda narrated entire story to Madame Forestier, and said that yes, she lost her diamond necklace, and in order to pay the debt, she had to work Forestier. In order to work, Matilda narrated the entire story and to my Forestier. She said that yes, in order to pay the debt, she had to work day in, day out, and she purchased another one, a real one, a diamond necklace. At this, She got surprised. She said she felt sorry. My Forestier felt sorry that, and she, out of grief, she said, "Oh, poor Matilda, mine one was false one." When she uttered the word false, F-A-L-S-E, when she uttered the word false, she got shocked. Matilda got shocked. Yes, my entire life, and it does not cost even, 500 francs, HUNDRED 100 francs, FRANCS. It was the necklace that my Forestier had given to Matilda. It was a false one. It was an artificial necklace. It was not a real one, and it didn't cost more than 500 francs. This, now she felt quite repentant. Remorse, a kind of remorse and repentance was there in the heart of Matilda, but there is no other option. She had passed, she had suffered continuous 10 years, a rigorous suffering, a rigorous life she led, a very troublesome, a very torturous life she led for last 10 years. So this very lesson, this very chapter teaches us a lesson that if we understand, if we know our incomes, her income was quite meager, and Matilda was always thinking of big parties and big dinners, eating in the silver dishes. So this very chapter teaches us a lesson that we should not become like Matilda. We should live, we should be, we should have contentment, we should have satisfaction, and we should not become over. We should not try to get the things that we don't have, that is sometimes beyond our limit, beyond our capacity, beyond our income. I hope the chapter is quite clear to you. Thank you.